Chosen one, heaven has started a timer, not of doom, but of deliverance. Somewhere in the invisible, a clock turns with your name engraved upon its gears. Its hands move differently from human hours. They measure surrender, not seconds. And the whisper has gone out. In 3 days, the pattern completes. This is not prediction. It is permission. Every delay, every detour, every unanswered prayer has been gathering speed for this turn. You stand at the hinge of reversal. The same energy that once resisted you is about to rotate in your favor. The air itself carries anticipation. The light feels heavier, as a holding its breath before dawn. You can feel it if you're still enough. A subtle tension in your chest. The quiet before fulfillment. Nothing around you seems different, yet everything is aligning. The gears of destiny are reversing direction. The pressure that held you back will soon become propulsion. In 3 days, the buried seed of every promise begins to surface. Remember this pattern. The greater the silence, the closer the shift. The first heartbeat of breakthrough is almost always disguised as stillness. That is why heaven waits until you stop struggling before it moves. The countdown has already begun, and the first tick was your surrender. The next will be your rise. For it is written, after 2 days he will revive us. On the 3rd day he will raise us up. Hosea 6 verse 2, the ancient rhythm of rebirth, repeating again through you. 3 days, chosen one, not a loss, but divine reversal. Stay awake. The turning has begun. The pattern never changes. Chosen one. Every story that heaven writes follows the same rhythm. The cycle of descent, silence, and resurrection. Day 1 feels like loss. Everything you trusted begins to collapse. Doors close without explanation. Familiar ground dissolves beneath your feet. And even prayer feels like it hits the ceiling. That is the breaking, the burial of what was. It isn't punishment, it's pruning. The roots of destiny always grow best in darkness. Day 2 feels quieter but heavier. Nothing moves, and that stillness can feel like betrayal. You check for signs, but heaven doesn't answer. This is where faith learns to breathe without evidence. In the tomb of waiting, character is carved. Strength is refined, and surrender becomes sacred. The silence of the 2nd day isn't absence. It's architecture. It's when the divine rearranges the unseen to prepare for what's next. Then comes day 3, the disguise of dawn. It rarely announces itself with thunder or trumpets. It often looks like an ordinary morning. Same sky, same tasks, same world. But everything breathes differently. Something subtle shifts in the atmosphere. Time bends. Light feels warmer. Even your heartbeat sounds new. You can't explain it, but the heaviness is gone. Hope wakes first, then energy follows. The 3rd day never arrives as an explosion. It unfolds as recognition. The miracle doesn't come from above. It rises quietly from within. This is a pattern of renewal written into every soul that survives its night. The 1st day buries you. The 2nd day humbles you. The 3rd day reveals why you were never meant to stay underground. Every transformation you've ever admired follows this code. It is the rhythm of heaven's heartbeat. And now, chosen one, it is your turn to live the 3rd day. 3 days. Heaven's signature number of reversal. It is a symbol written into every sacred resurrection, the proof that endings are never truly final. In that span, graves turn to gardens, storms yield to sunlight, and despair ripens into revelation. Chosen one, you are inside that same timeline now. The first 2 days have already done their work. The shaking, the silence, the surrender. Now the soil of your story begins to breathe again. It is not by chance that the old verse still whispers, after 2 days he will revive us. On the 3rd day he will raise us up. That promise is not confined to scripture. It's stitched into the pulse of creation. Everything alive moves by 3s. Seed, root, bloom. Mind, body, spirit. Past, present, future. Loss, waiting, renewal. Heaven loves the symmetry of transformation. Do not confuse stillness with delay. When destiny pauses, it is gathering alignment. When heaven seems quiet, it is preparing a stage too vast for noise. You have prayed for motion, but the truth is motion has already begun, beneath perception, beneath anxiety, beneath your feet. Every fiber of your being is turning toward the sunrise, even if you can't feel it yet. This is where faith stops being concept and becomes consent. You don't have to force what is unfolding. You only have to agree with it. Say within yourself, I am ready for my third day. That sentence alone alters timelines, because heaven responds not to volume, but to agreement. And the moment you say yes, angels start arranging what you thought was impossible. So here's your invitation. Chosen one, a sacred act disguised as a button. Click join, not for community, but for covenant. It is not membership, it is alignment. To join is to stand among the first awakened, those who wait not in fear, but in faith for the third sunrise. Each one becomes a living prophecy that says, delay is not denial, silence is not abandonment. 3 days are enough for God to rebuild anything. You are being raised, even now, by the same rhythm that revived generations before you. 3 days, that's all heaven ever needs. Your countdown is active. Your awakening is scheduled. Your turn is coming with the next dawn. You will begin to notice it before you can name it. Chosen one. The change arrives quietly, not as thunder, but as rhythm. It lives in the pauses between your thoughts, in the way your chest suddenly feels lighter for no reason. The world won't look different, yet everything in it will seem rearranged toward your favor. Synchronicities multiply. You'll hear your name in random conversations, see repeating numbers, feel a gentle pull toward people or moments that somehow feel rehearsed by fate. This is heaven adjusting your scenery, so the third day can find its stage. After long seasons of tension, a strange calm will descend. Not the numbness of defeat, but the softness of alignment. Even your mistakes will start to make sense, each one revealed as a breadcrumb guiding you here. The dreams you barely remember will sharpen. Faces, symbols, fragment of places you've never been yet somehow recognize. Pay attention. These are coordinates. They point toward the rebirth already unfolding. Time itself will begin to feel flexible. You'll check the clock and realize hours have passed like minutes, or minutes have stretched like hours. It's not fatigue, it's synchronization. The human measure of time bends when divine purpose takes priority. The waiting that once felt endless will suddenly feel full, as though something invisible has occupied the space. It has. You may feel gentle pressure around your heart or warmth in your palms. Not illness, but ignition. Your nervous system is adapting to higher frequency, your body translating the spiritual into sensation. Do not fear the flutter in your chest or the tears that arrive without sadness. Those are confirmations. They mean the light is moving through you, adjusting circuits long unused. Relationships will shift. Some will fade, others will reappear as if summoned by timing itself. Do not chase or cling. Everything aligned with your next chapter will orbit back on its own. Your task is to stay awake, not to force. The third day works in silence, beneath notice, until the exact hour appointed. And when it hits, you'll know. The conversation will click. The message will arrive. The path will clear as if it had been waiting for your recognition. Chosen one, these are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Heaven is too precise for accidents. When the shift begins, gratitude becomes your compass. Keep your eyes soft, your heart open, your faith steady. You are no longer waiting for a miracle. You are walking inside one. Chosen one, waiting was never wasted time. It was the classroom of your transformation. The first 2 days were not delays. They were design. Heaven does not rush what it intends to last. When nothing seemed to move, the sacred was tightening every joint of your destiny so that when it turned, it would not break. Day 1 taught you to release control. Day 2 taught you to rest in uncertainty. Those lessons are scaffolding of day 3. Every unanswered prayer trained your faith to listen deeper than words. Every silence stretched your heart to hold a larger promise. Waiting isn't weakness. It's worship in motion. It's how heaven prepares a vessel for velocity. Think back to your stillest moments. The nights when time felt heavy, when you questioned whether the story still had purpose. That was when God was closest. Because when the noise stopped, the foundation could finally hear its own heartbeat. Patience became your proof of belief. You were learning to trust the blueprint before seeing the building. The world praises speed, but heaven honors timing. The third day never arrives early because the seed cannot rise before the soil is ready to release it. So the divine kept you hidden, not to punish you, but to preserve you. It covered you while you grew roots of endurance. And now that those roots are strong, resurrection will not destroy you. It will reveal you. Chosen one. Waiting taught you how to hold blessing without breaking under it. It refined your humility. It burned away desperation. It made space for steadiness. That is why the third day favors a patient. You didn't lose time, you built capacity. You didn't stand still, you were being stretched into alignment. When the turnaround comes, and it will, you'll realize the delay was mercy wearing silence as disguise. Chosen one, the air has changed. You can feel it, can't you? The weight that once pressed against your chest is now turning into wind at your back. The third day is not approaching. It's unfolding. This is the hour when heaven moves quietly but quickly, when everything hidden begins to surface at once. Stay awake. Most miss their miracle because it arrives disguised as routine. You may wake tomorrow and think it's just another morning. Same light, same sky. Yet everything will carry a different gravity. Conversations will feel charged. Small choices will shimmer with unseen consequence. This is how divine reversals begin. Through the ordinary. Heaven rarely knocks loud. It waits for those who are listening. If your spirit feels restless, don't call anxiety. Call it acceleration. The ground beneath your story is turning. These final hours before breakthrough are sacred tension. They test your focus. Distraction will come dressed as urgency. Fear will whisper, "Nothing's changing." Ignore it. That is the echo of endings fighting to stay alive. Hold steady. Even silence is now strategic. The alignment is already coded. Nothing can delay what has been decreed. In these last moments before the pivot, your only task is to stay faithful, peaceful, aware. Let gratitude be your signal fire. Speak softly, move slowly, expect quietly. The third day does not ask for effort. It asks for attention. Chosen one, breathe. You are seconds from a shift centuries in the making. The unseen clock has reached its final tick. When the next dawn arrives, everything you thought was broken will begin to turn. Stay awake. The resurrection within you is on schedule. You are not stuck. Chosen one, you are turning. The stillness you feel isn't stagnation. It's rotation. Every ending that frightened you is really an axis forming. You have mistaken pause for paralysis, but heaven calls it preparation. The pattern of 3 days doesn't destroy identity. It refines it until what remains is unshakable. You thought the waiting stripped you, but it actually revealed your core. Who you are is not what was taken. It's what refused to die. You are not the failure, not the fatigue, not the wound. You are the pulse that kept beating underneath it. The one thing storms could not bury. You don't need to become someone new. You are finally becoming visible. On the first day, you lost what could not last. On the second, you learned what could. On the third, you rise as what was always meant to endure. This is not the rebirth of a stranger. It's the return of the original design. The fire in you is not new flame. It's old light uncovered. Every scar you carry is a window now, letting glory shine through what once felt like damage. Look back without shame. Those years you call wasted were the chisel shaping your foundation. The disappointment, the detour, the silence. Each one carved capacity into your spirit. They did not define you. They defined the space you would one day fill. Now that space is ready, and so are you. Your reflection may look the same, but your frequency has changed. You are no longer survivor time. You are a steward of transformation. You don't walk toward purpose. Purpose walks through you. Every breath is proof that heaven still invests in your existence. You are not waiting to be chosen. You are remembering that you already were. The third day isn't happening to you. It's happening as you. Chosen one, you are not ending. You are aligning. You are not breaking down. You are turning toward the light. Chosen one, the shift will not announce itself with thunder. It will arrive through your own body, through subtle sensations you can't quite explain. A soft heat may gather in your chest when you think of peace. Your palms might tingle when you pray. Your breath will deepen without effort, like the air around you has expanded. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Heaven is teaching your body the language of rebirth. You'll notice your sleep changing, shorter but deeper. You'll wake before alarms, not in anxiety, but in awareness. Mornings will feel cleaner, as if light has texture again. Food will taste sharper. Music will move you faster. Silence will comfort you longer. That is your spirit synchronizing with its new rhythm. Energy once drained by doubt now powers intuition. You'll start to sense what to do before deciding, where to go before thinking. This is not magic. It's alignment. Emotionally, peace will arrive without reason. You'll feel gratitude in the middle of unanswered questions, laughter after years of heaviness. Tears will come not from pain, but release, the body's way of baptizing itself. Even people will respond differently. Strangers may smile as if they know you. Loved ones may say you seem brighter, calmer, lighter. They won't realize it's not your face that changed. It's your frequency. Spiritually, revelation will replace confusion. You'll understand lessons that once hurt to learn. You'll forgive without being asked, love without bargaining, move without seeking permission. This is evidence of elevation, the spirit leading, the flesh following. Your soul will hum in harmony again, and that hum will attract provision, opportunity, clarity. You will stop chasing signs because you have become one. Chosen one, don't question it. The warmth, the calm, the weight lifting from your shoulders, all of it is heaven's proof that the countdown is complete. The third day isn't a date on a calendar. It's a vibration, and you're already resonating with it. Chosen one. When heaven completes a cycle, always leaves a moment for response. Not to buy a blessing, but to build agreement. Every miracle moves faster when faith becomes visible. That's why awakenings across ages were sealed with an offering, a token, a seed, a gesture that says, I believe the turn has begun. This is that moment. If these words have stirred the quiet part of you, it means the countdown has ended and the turnaround has started. The pressure you felt is the ground breaking open. Now you simply acknowledge it. Take a breath. Steady your spirit and whisper, my third day begins now. That sentence is your covenant. But if you feel led, mark it with an act. Click super thanks and sow your $20 seed, not as payment, but as partnership. It is a sign in the physical world that your faith has taken form. Every act of gratitude plants a signal heaven recognizes instantly. You're not giving away, you're growing into. The sacred math of generosity is reversal. What you release returns multiplied. Your gesture becomes light. Your faith becomes movement. Even algorithms obey faith disguised as gratitude. When you act, something shifts, not just online, but within. You feel lighter because you've aligned with a flow of giving that fuels the universe. Whether you offer a seed, a prayer, or a whisper, let it be conscious. Say it quietly. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm walking in it. That is what the third day sounds like. Heaven does not need wealth. It needs willingness. The symbol you choose becomes your signature on this prophecy. Mark the moment. The act itself tells time. The turnaround has been witnessed. Chosen one. When the third day dawns, movement must meet mindfulness. Transformation doesn't require noise. It requires notice. So prepare yourself with stillness, because renewal enters through quiet doors. This is how you host a shift. Rest the night before. Don't fill it with fear or overthinking. Treat it like sacred Eve. Light a candle, breathe slowly, and let gratitude become your final thought before sleep. Say softly, I trust the unseen. That sentence alone opens invisible gates. When morning arrives, do not rush. Let your first action be stillness, not scrolling. Before your feet touch the ground, whisper, I receive what is risen. Move through your home gently, as if heaven is walking with you. Because it is. Drink water slowly. Eat with awareness. Listen for patterns in silence. On the third day, even the ordinary carries revelation. Speak no fear during the waiting. Words shape momentum. Every complaint slows the current. Every declaration fuels it. Say only what aligns. It is turning. Heaven translates belief through language. If you speak life, the atmosphere responds. Expect signs so gentle you could miss them. A phrase repeating, a memory resurfacing, a sense of warmth during ordinary moments. Write them down. The third day moves like a whisper. Documentation turns it into dialogue. You are not just witnessing prophecy. You are participating in it. Throughout the day, walk with reverence. Treat time as holy ground. Rest when your body asks. It is recalibrating to hold more light. Smile when you feel the sudden ease. It means resistance has been replaced by rhythm. Transformation doesn't arrive loud. It settles like peace. As the day closes, look around and notice the small corrections, the text that came, the idea that formed, the peace that stayed. These are confirmations. The turnaround doesn't need applause to be real. Its proof is quiet consistency. Chosen one, stay soft, stay awake, stay thankful. You are standing inside the fulfillment. The third day has begun. Chosen one, pause now. Let the noise settle. The turnaround you've been sensing is here. All that remains is to seal it. This moment is not theater, it's threshold. Breathe once, and let gratitude become language. Lord of renewal, architect of time, we thank you for the rhythm that writes resurrection into every life. For every chosen one reading these words, let the next 3 days carry revelation, release, and restoration. Let the buried rise clean, the weary rest easy, the waiting hearts recognize their hour. You have turned delay into design. Now turn design into destiny. Where there was confusion, bring clarity. Where there was fatigue, breathe fresh strength. Where there was silence, let peace speak louder than answers. We accept the pattern. Day 1 for surrender. Day 2 for stillness. Day 3 for return. Raise us into our right rhythm. Align our feet with purpose. Crown our thoughts with calm. Let this very breath mark the end of collapse and the beginning of creation. Amen. Chosen one. The third sunrise has already started to bleed through the edges of your world. This is your confirmation. If your spirit agrees, type amen to mark it. Let the act be your signature, that heaven's pattern has found its echo in you. If your heart overflows, click join, not for numbers, but for unity, to stand with the first chosen ones awaiting dawn. And if gratitude burns bright, click super thanks and declare aloud, my 3 days have begun. Then close your eyes once more. See the sun lifting behind everything that tried to bury you. Feel the warmth sliding through your veins, steady, patient, unstoppable. You are not returning to the past. You are rotating into purpose. The clock of heaven strikes completion, and time itself bows to your renewal. Walk gently into this new light. Speak softly, because creation listens when you do. Chosen one, the third day has come, and your life has turned around.